So I told him I was going to show him some love, and we're going to give him a big shout out and love on live.
Man, I watched the Iceman drop 50 at the World Tour Final in Abu Dhabi 1 year, 50 in the tournament. That lefty struck, well, he looked like a lefty, but he would cock that ball back.
Yes.
He was such a dangerous shooter, man. Shout out to the Iceman.
And with all this, Kristina Filovic got Ukraine on board. The main thing for Italy right now is to match up physically in the paint and not suffer from switches.
I would disagree with you. Here's what I'm going to disagree with you, Coach. I think Italy's advantage is keeping Ukraine on the move. Italy's a quicker team. They can move that ball.
But you're talking about offense for them. I was talking about defensively, holding the matchup. So we're actually agreeing.
Okay.
I was thinking defensively. You're talking offensively, which I completely agree. You need to move the bigger bodies of Ukraine around. But as I was mentioning, the matchup in the paint is where they can potentially suffer because Ukraine has that size and strength. And you can get in foul trouble early. But what you mentioned is actually playing to your strength, and I fully agree with you, Kyle. You got to get them moving. You got to get them tired, and them having to play on closeout is going to set you up for better things offensively.
I was an offensive-minded player, forgive me.
Well,
all I knew was shoot.
You're all forgiven because offense is what I play.
I was allergic to defense. That's the reason why I'm sitting here next to you instead of actually playing round ball. Filovic bottoms from the stripe. Ukraine, the only team that's contributed to the scoreboard. Fico. It ain't that windy.
It's actually not windy at all.
So you get the point. So you got to put a little bit more mustard on it next time. That one air mailed out of bounds. Express right over to Ukraine. Here they come. Liashko unleashes from deep, sinks it, foes it.
And Team Italia in trouble early.
Liashko, look at the release, high arc, finds the mark. So Italy got to get some offense going. Fico with a wild drive. And nothing coming for them on that possession. So Italy finding it difficult.
Oh, yes.
Nile faked her like Drake's abs. 5-zip.
5-zip. And once again,
that's a tough bucket right there. They needed that. That's Trimboli kissing one softly off the glass. Filovic.
But that's an easy look because they're playing protect defensively. They don't want to give the ball to the bigger bodies easily inside, but then that sets Filovic up for mid-range city buckets.
6-1 start, Team Ukraine, your 9 seed. Here's some of the action. Filovic feeling it from 15 feet out. Splash for her. I think the Ukraine fans are mildly excited.
I always have mixed feelings about the seeding because it does not translate to the quality of the teams many times.
I'd say throw the seeding out of the window.
Yes.
Really. There's a window open, apparently. Nile touches nothing.
I see what you did there.
Yes, you see what I did there. Just a quick quip. Filovic from the Inlio logo. Moving right. Runs into trouble. Nile on the move. Nile underneath. Oh, she's going to get called for the travel. Nile is actually having a hell of a women's series so far in 2024. She's averaging 6.1 points per game on the women's series.
That's some travel. Consolini did not secure that
passport.
I was going to say that. Not the pivot foot, but it is the pivot foot. The arc.
I saw your lips making going for the P.
Yeah, because I was thinking pivot foot.
Oh, Filovic with a creative layup attempt. That's all it was, because it wasn't good. 6-1. Fico going to the spin move.
There you go.
Hook up. Holly, if you hit me.
That was a pretty spin.
Beautiful.
Nice high arc using the glass. Mwah.
Uronile swings it left. Coming back up top, Uronile, wide open look, top of the key. It'll ricochet. And then Uronile gets called for the foul. That'll be the third on Ukraine.
Was on target, but just a bit short. Gotta elevate, give some hips.
My coach used to always tell me the power in your shot is in your legs. You agree with that? Oh, he's too busy dancing with Esteban.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
We need the camera on. Let me tell you, Esteban's dancing is much better than his dunk contest judging.
Ooh! Shots fired, Esteban. Shots fired.
I'm just playing Esteban. 6'3".
Consolini. I like Consolini's game. It's just tough, though, to finish close to the cup against this Ukraine team. Once again, we mentioned the size, but the length is such a distractor.
Yeah.
Whenever you get close and you got to find higher arcs than usual, you got to put a spin on the ball and find angles that you're not so familiar with. And that counts because you miss a few shots that you usually don't. And when you add up the score at the end, could be a difference maker.
3-point contest. Back at it, the voice and the czar in your ear. Filevic with the Wilson. Uronile down low. Filevic steps behind the 2-point arc, fading. And she has a bank deposit that will put Ukraine up 7-3. Off balance and still had the right measurements. Look at this fall away. No look off the window. Runner from Figo's no good. Recovered. Quick ball movement from Ukraine. They want to get it down to the body shop. That hook is no good. Filevic, though, will snag the rebound and get him reset. She turns the corner. Wait a minute. Collision.
Moving screen.
Offensive foul. Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely moving there.
Yeah, you got to set your feet down and hold your ground.
A lot of flailing.
I don't know who got a vuvuzela out here in the stands, but you know what those vuvuzelas are? It's like those little horns they had at the World Cup back in...
I didn't know it was called a vuvuzela.
Yeah, the vuvuzela. Nice pass.
Foul on the way up. There was a nice pass set up Trimboli. Sifting through the defense. And it's going to set up Micholi for a trip to the free throw line. Maybe it's Micoli, not Micholi. Double C in Italian. Double C, is that or?
So when do you know which one it is?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Nicoli now. Anytime they go with Tromboli. Not a bad decision. That's a bucket.
Oh, big bucket.
Girl, you too little. You too little. Miriam Uronile, you can see how she averages 6 points per in the women's series this year. Able to use those long arms, her frame to score through 2 defenders. Will cash in at the free throw line. Ukraine up by 5. Pull up, Figo. No ma'am. Trimboli, ISO. Working on Uronile. Will swing it. Consolini, 2. Strikes the iron. Rebound goes to Ukraine. Quick clear. Filevic directing traffic. Uronile, give me that rock. She can't put the cookie in the cup that time. Consolini. Ooh. I've seen Consolini make those before. Consolini will shoot 1. 4th foul, or 6th foul rather, on Ukraine. No more to give.
Correct. And no one matched up.
Well,
Yashko could have taken a shot, but she decides to stay patient, and that's gonna be a split. You gotta finish though.
Rebound stays with Ukraine, however. Filevich takes a shove in the back. An easy whistle up top.
15 foul.
Filevich has really been the spoon that stirs the tea for Team Ukraine, with 49 Women's Series games and 49 international caps under her belt. Bronze medalist at the World Cup on that 2017 team is Liashko. Is going to miss fire. And also that bronze medal cup team in 2018. Filevich, the only remaining member from that 2017 team. Meantime, Ronile has it poked away. They got 4 to shoot. Filevich to the baseline, takes a bump. Ronile's got to fire it. She does not in time. So there's a shot clock violation. Team Italia take over, 4:21 to go. Pool 8 action. In front of you, Trump, oh!
No love.
Bully. Stays a 5-point game. Ronila's got position. They need to find her. Miss on the shot. Sprayfico.
That's a good shot. You got to take those. And
yeah, Sprayfico's shot has been off, and she's normally a consistent shooter.
Not enough lift, Kyle. She's lacking elevation, so she's got to find a way to create more power on the shot, and it shouldn't come from the arms. As it comes from the arms, you're changing your shooting technique, and then it's a tough call for you to find consistency. All you got to do whenever you're struggling, because she's on target. It's not like she's off to the left or to the right, but you need more strength coming from your hips.
Yeah, I agree.
And you're a shooter, you know that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call myself a shooter, but I do know that nugget. And then you got to be able to quickly course correct. If you notice that you're shooting short, then you put a lot more muscle into your shot. You focus more on putting arc on the ball.
But it's funny because most people will think that the actual key to impacting your shot is putting more arm strength to your shot, and that's the trap you don't want to fall into.
I got it.
It's all about the hips.
Italy's still in this game. Don't count them out yet in a 9-6 contest. But Filevich and company continue to find buckets.
It should be said, Filevich.
Yeah. Bitch.
You do that way too well.
And then throw Vitch on the end.
I know you've been practicing, for sure.
Next layup, I'm doing that. Uh-oh. I want to rock with you all night. Yashko with the left to right. Aye.
Yeah, the double trouble. There's no consolation for Consolini missing that shot right now, being down 5 with 3 minutes to go, Kyle. And trouble is looming for Italy.
Yeah, the offense has been slow coming. Liashko with the up fake.
Nice.
Down low to Nile. And
I was expecting Hall right here, to be honest, because there was a lot of fighting for position, and Ronile took advantage of that spin. She got held a little bit too long,
and might have rushed the shot a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Bitch. 7-point game. Shout out to the young fella, Filet.
I'm sorry I messed up the Vitch, or I was a little bit too early. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
6-point game.
That's a costly turnover. Fast break City, no.
I saw the intention there. I saw what they were trying to do.
Ronile was trying to volley past that ball to
yeah. Little touch pass.
Yashko. Yeah.
Look at this guy dancing in the crowd. We wish we had a camera on him.
Oh, with his daughter.
He's got the Miami Vice shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He's getting me hyped.
Day Tuesday, put your booty on the floor now. Make my day.
Make my day. Make my day. Make my day.
Plavich. Making Mikoli's day more difficult with that first step.
Yes, and she's just shooting that thing. She's thinking about it. Don't think too much. Just let it go. Let it fly.
Plavich in and out. Yep, took an extra step.
Yeah,
I
'cause
saw it. .213 to go. And this Pool A game that can decide the immediate future of Team Italy.
Well, the deal is pretty simple, Kyle. You lose, you go home.
Half of the quarterfinal brackets will be set after our first day of play. Got 2 days of pool play before we get into our quarterfinal action, single elimination. Liashko off balance. That's crazy.
And the offensive foul.
That's crazy. Off balance. Look at this. Liashko, long hair, don't care. She can have balance or not. The stroke is stroking. Ronile gets called for the travel.
And with a 14-7 score and the 7-point lead with 1:47, and both teams with 17 fouls. I think the math is mathing.
Yeah, the math is mathing. $1:45 left. Trimboli, she's getting to her spot, but finding it difficult to convert on those layups.
It's not going to be enough time for Italy to make up the gap, unfortunately.
Milevich's pass is broken up, but then tied up. Smart defensive play, and that'll get Ukraine the ball back.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the smart defensive play. I've seen that so many times, a player allowing the opponent to grab it.
Exactly.
And just then jump on him and get that jump ball call to recover possession. So smart.
Jurkevičius with that play. Milević up top, Liashko, slight fake. She's going to let the 2 fly. It's still flying.
She had to take that shot. The 12-second shot clock was about to.
Yeah, but this one's pretty much in the bag. Ukraine will be securing the spot in the quarterfinals. It'll come down between them and France for the 1 seed out of Group A in the women's competition. Step through. There's a trip called on Liashko. So Mikoli up to the line to shoot 2. There's, what you call that thing again? He's blowing the heck out of that thing in my ear. What's it?
The Vuvuzela.
Yeah, the Vuvuzela.
And trust me, imagine a football stadium. When I say football, but
yes,
world,
I know what you mean.
What you guys call soccer.
I've traveled in Europe enough to know what football is.
But it's for our American audience. So, football.
I heard a cowbell too. I heard of the Vuvuzela and the cowbell. Milević takes a big bump.
Because those vuvuzelas, imagine 30,000 people just going woo, 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 woo in your ear the whole game.
I don't mind 30,000 of them. The one, though.
Well, you say that now until you have those 30,000 in your ears, and then you're thinking about it differently. Because it's not like the most pleasant sound.
They like the sound of that.
Swishy swish.
Swish. Splat.
You have so many different sounds for it, though.
It's turned into a childish broadcast thanks to you.
Thanks to me. It's not like you're easy to trigger.
15-9 game. We got 45 seconds left.
And Ukraine.
We're going to put Angelo in timeout after this one.
There you go.
Come back and act his age
I did not miss the Asia Cup timeouts I was being put on. Now I'm back at the Europe Cup and I'm back on timeout. Come on, man.
Hey.
Come on.
I'm the law.
You are the law.
Right here.
You're the judge and executioner. I just cannot win with you.
No, you know what? We'll think if you're on your best behavior the last 34 seconds of this game.
Okay.
Then I will rescind the timeout.
Okay, good. 34 seconds, you said.
Yes.
I'm sweating. I have a hard time already.
It's a done deal. Italy have not shown nearly enough offense to really make this much of a threat the rest of the way, unless they just get hot out of nowhere.
Not happening.
Well, you will see it.
Not because the pace of the game is just, Italy has not shown the ability of just speeding things up.
.25 ticks left. Filevic will get it back. No, she won't. I got faked out on that one too. Jerko Vicius takes it herself. Probably should have gave it up. 15 seconds left. Nicoli. Spray of Fico. This ball is going up and in. Too little, too late.
Correct.
Too little, too late. Too late. Say goodbye. I told you to be on your best behavior. Now you got to go timeout. You started singing at the end there.
Oh!
I don't know what's
You're
wrong
not going to fool anybody. Everybody recognized the sound, the pitch of your.
I wouldn't sing like that. It would sound much better if it was me.
So I'm going on timeout for your singing.
Ukraine.
Oh my God.
15, Italy 11. The Italians run here in Vienna is done. Ukraine secured themselves a spot in the quarterfinal with just their first victory. So they'll set their sights on Team France.